Hello everyone, my name is Camus and welcome to my 12th episode in this energy journal. I am currently trying to move all of my past videos from my old channel into this one, and I do plan to re-record a few of them to make sure everything's accurate, up to date, some changes here and there, and make sure to keep up with my new weekly uploads. I have a lot of new stuff I've been working on, and you could get a preview of my next 5 topics over here. Now, if you'll excuse this temporary setup, the mic and camera quality isn't great, but today we'll be talking about colocation, colocation data centers specifically. Now, traditionally, that means renting out server rooms and computer hardware to customers. For example, near me, here in California, Los Angeles, are CoreSite's data centers. 3 campuses, and 3 of them all really large. But when you hear about colocation in this video, think about putting data centers right next to a power plant to draw electricity directly from it rather from the grid. Now, that gives you a solution where power can be cheap, consistent, and carbon-free. Proposals for colocation data centers next to large power sources, for example nuclear plants that have popped up in New Jersey, Texas, Ohio, and a bunch of other states recently. And it's really as simple as that, considering the huge electricity demands of training AI models and hosting these web services. Traditional electricity bill for corporations would come everywhere across the transmission line if you're not using colocation. For example, corporations, they have to pay money along the generation stage at the wholesaler, utilities like PJM and American Electric, and on the meter, just like some homeowners. And here are some electricity companies for reference, from public to private, operating across the United States. And just going back to CoreSite, as I referenced earlier, they do not disclose their operational costs, but we can take for reference Los Angeles, their electricity rates, and say the regular data center, which is 500 megawatts at 100,000 square feet, considerably less than the second campus that CoreSite has. But if we tap into the calculator, the electricity bill would come up to a total of $140,000 per month, and that would be up to millions every year. So the colocation strategy not only helps avoid these costs, but it takes pressure off our aging power grid. I did an in-depth video about that. This video is not on the power grid, but you can check out the other one on my channel. When it comes to colocation plant source, as I discussed earlier, nuclear power, for reference, is the star of the show. And that's because when we step into cost efficiency, first of all, nuclear power has the capacity of up to gigawatts of energy, can be supplied not only to the transmission line, but also allocated to, for example, a subset facilities and these data centers. And there's also virtually no carbon footprint. So for companies trying to follow clean energy policy, it's a great opportunity to deductible benefits, and it's also a good chance to bring 20 or so decommissioned plants across the U.S. nuclear power plants back into operation. And the best example at the top of my head is the 3 Mile Island. It has been known for its meltdown. It was a huge disaster, but now it's getting recommissioned by Constellation Energy, because Microsoft, they have data centers that will be consuming lots of power. The setup with data centers, it can also support more recent and more draining demands and processes. For example, cryptocurrency mining operations that can use the excess power from these colocation plants. And that just brings us a step closer to the concept, I guess, of decentralization for enthusiasts of decentralized banking energy, right? We are starting from the grid, starting from electricity distribution, it gets more beneficial the farther you get from the city. Hi again, so I decided to split this video into two parts. This will be part one of the video, and I will be uploading the part two to this video in a couple days because we will be discussing a real-world example of colocation with Amazon, and I think more than $500 million deal. I've been following a ISA ruling. That's why I had to delay the posting of the second part, because they had a case coming out, and it's actually something very special that I've been recording and researching. And I hope you enjoy this video, so I'll see you in the next one.